Hi friends, I'm Juani and welcome to Juani's house. So this is a video Mr. B and I planned on doing months ago before we went to Hilton Head. We was like, okay, when we come back, we're gonna tackle this space. And I'm so embarrassed to show this space to you guys, but it's my pantry. This monstrosity is I'm so embarrassed. You guys think that every place in my house it always is spick and span? It is not. I try to keep the house as clean as possible. But there's just some areas in my home, two to be specific, that always seem to be overrun and it just never can be organized. One of them is this pantry, and the second one is my laundry room, which is the next place that we're going to tackle once we finish with outside. So this is a Sunday, guys. I'm about to leave. I need to run down to my mom's. But while I'm gone, Mr. B is going to take everything out of this pantry. I have bags. We have like Tupperware. Just all types of things are in here, guys. This pantry has not been reorganized since the pandemic. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so ashamed. Here we go. All right, guys. So while I was gone, Mr. B, he took out everything that we had in that pantry. And like he just said, you don't know how much ish you have until you start pulling stuff out. So this begins the process. So this is the pantry here. Gonna get the mop and mop it out really good. Now ideally I would love to get some boards and put on this thing in this pantry. I think it makes it so much more functional with things falling through, but yeah, we not about to do that today. So I'm gonna go ahead and mop this up, wipe all these grates off, and then we're gonna figure out how we're gonna organize it so it can be functional for us two here. And you know, we always doing something, so we need to keep all of that in perspective. So we're starting off now with wiping down the metal shelving here, and Mr. B has a disinfectant wipes. He's going through that thoroughly, wiping everything down. I don't know what has spilled over here, whatever, but we just want to make sure that everything is clean and that we're starting off with a clean slate. So now I'm gonna begin by putting the items back into the pantry. Mr. B's handing them to me. So on this shelving, I have like all my flour, sugars, baking sodas, baking things that are in jars, things that are in boxes. We're actually putting them in containers, whether they be jars or plastic containers and things like that. Now, in the past, when I organized this space, I labeled everything. I'm over the whole labeling thing. I'm over that. I know what things are and what they are. So I am just placing them into the plastic containers. Some of these are airtight containers that I received from sponsorship. Some things are items that I picked up along the way throughout the years. Mason jars and things like that have a variety of beans in them. So I have like our dried beans in here. We have pasta, rice, and so the pasta, rice, and things like that are all on the same shelf. And you see this is some oatmeal that we had that was in bulk, so I'm refilling the oatmeal container as well as the grits and things like that. And this is pancake. And then going through here we had like a couple of pancakes. So on the top shelf we're putting everything that we have in reserve, and the other shelves we're just filling up the containers. Now in our last like organization that we did in here, I had a lot of different like metal shelves and things like that, and those just were not functional for me and us because I ended up accumulating a lot of canned items and things like that, and so it wasn't sturdy enough. So we're just going to use baskets, and so I divided some of the canned goods in baskets and put them in here. And Mr. B and I was going back and forth about the different canned goods and things that we had, and we were like, wow, we had a lot of stuff and a lot of things we threw away. And we found things from like 2019, 2020, y'all, because you know your girl wasn't going nowhere in 2020. And we just had a lot of food from when we were stockpiling, and a lot of it had expired. So we're going through here, wiping things off, putting them in the baskets, and then we're going to place them in their area into the pantry. So these types of projects, when they're huge like this, I'm so happy Mr. B is here with me because it can be very overwhelming. And I mean, just the thought of doing this alone is very overwhelming. And so this definitely made it easier. We actually had 3 bags of items that we threw out. We threw out old Tupperware. We threw out old food, of course, baskets, just things that we were not going to use and did not serve us any good. We threw them out. And that was funny because I typically don't have a problem throwing things out. But they did have like items in there. And now that it's only us here, Huda isn't here, but we found a whole lot of food that she had bought when she was vegetarian that was in here. So now it's just us, and so we have only the things that we are currently eating, and of course we have things that we can go to, and we have backup of. So this is great. And as we're going through, we're putting items into the dishwasher, cleaning up this kitchen because this process is almost over, and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. This was the night Mr. B was like, so what are we gonna eat? I'm like, man, I'm tired. I don't know what we're gonna eat. But I did manage to spruce up something really quick for dinner. We had Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes, and string beans. And so that was really good. Mr. B came in cut up all the vegetables, which was very helpful. And but after that, y'all, we were tired. We were exhausted.
There is no coming back. Your love's addictive. With sure give me attack. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Cause the world's falling.
All right, y'all. So let me show you our newly organized pantry, and you will see what we have done. Now, it looks a whole lot better, but I do want to put more organization in here. So here's a quick little overview of everything.
I hope nobody loves you like I do.
So as you'll see at the top here, we have like cookies and chips and things like that. Those are just some snack things, cereal, things like that. Here we have things that we have an abundance of. So we have 2 or more of those. Those are at the top. We also have all of our tumbler and traveler type mugs and things. So now we can just reach in, get what we want, and leave. There's also like I keep in those little drawers up there my onion soup mixes and things like that. Then right here you see all of my beans, and behind them you'll see empty jars. So if we have some more beans, different type of beans, they can go into the empty jars and containers behind the full containers. That way I know where the containers are. I don't have to search for them. Here, all of like syrups and oils and things like that. There's some chips. Then this is all pastas. All of my pastas that I can reach for: spaghetti, lasagna, penne, macaroni noodles, things like that. In this container, you'll see that there's a lot of salad dressings and any type of sauce there. I have some chicken broth, and I also have some beef broth. And here are some of the canned items here, and then all these at the bottom. Then we also have some outside. So we're good on canned goods because, like I said, we don't have a lot of space. Down here you'll also see some juices. I have some Tupperware things over here, and then when we have parties or whatever, styrofoam cups, just things I can just grab for easily. I recently had an event and had told one of my friends to go into the closet and get something, and she couldn't find it. And you could see why before. I was so embarrassed, and that I never want anyone to be able not to find something in my house, or me to have someone embarrassed to go someplace in my house. So I think that we have done an amazing job cleaning out this space. And I just want to put a little bit more decorative element in here with some other things to kind of corral some things. But that's all we're going to do. So guys, that is going to be it for today. I wanted you guys to know that everything isn't always perfect over here at Juani's house, because Juani isn't perfect, nor does she aim to be, but I do want you to be comfortable. All right guys. So if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Juani, and welcome to Juani's house. If you like what you've seen, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so that you won't miss out on any of my upcoming uploads. You can also check me out on my social medias: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All of those I can be found at Juani's house. All right, guys, so I'm about to go, but before I do, you know what I always say. The next time you're in town, you can always stop by Juani's house, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.